Title: Blade of Savagery, Savage Light, Silent Night. They called him He Ling, the Black Phantom. An orphan raised in the shadows of the Jiangnan underworld, He Ling was trained to kill without question, without hesitation, without feeling. By the time he was 20, entire clans had perished by his hand, all in the name of gold and silence. He had one final contract, the Grand Minister of Eastern Lu. But this one came with a gift from his employer, a blade, ancient and crimson, said to make death effortless, the Blade of Savagery. Skeptical of superstition, He Ling took the weapon and slipped into the capital like a wraith. Yet from the moment his hand gripped the hilt, his steps faltered. Memories that weren't his bled into his mind. A child crying over a slain mother, a village on fire, a man screaming for peace. He shook them off, focusing on the mission. The Grand Minister's residence was a fortress, guards, traps, layers of steel. None of it mattered. He Ling moved through them like smoke. The blade cut through armor like silk, drinking in life with every stroke. Then he reached the target's chamber and froze. A child. The minister was not alone. A girl no older than 10 sat beside him, reading poetry aloud. She looked up, eyes meeting He Ling's, and something shattered inside him. The voices returned, clearer now. One was his own, long buried. A young boy begging a shadowy master not to kill a man kneeling in surrender. A blade stained red. A lesson. Mercy is a weakness. The sword pulsed in his grip. He Ling turned. He fled. Days passed. The contract was voided. The underworld declared him a traitor. Killers came for him, some students of his own style. He killed as little as he could, running westward, always westward, toward the sea. But with every fight, the sword whispered less of savagery and more of his buried soul. In a fishing village where no one knew his name, He Ling finally cast the blade into the waves. It sank without a sound, and there, beside a quiet shore, he began again, mending nets, planting rice, teaching children to fish instead of kill. They never knew who he was, but sometimes, in the wind, a voice would whisper, "You saved me too. The blade may rise again, but this time, the assassin lives free."